At the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Hollywood might look glamorous on the surface, but behind the red carpets and flashing cameras, there's a world most people never see. Fame doesn't always come from talent alone. Sometimes it comes with strings attached, secret deals, and tests of loyalty that push stars to their limits. And when someone like Dave Chappelle starts speaking on it, people listen because he's been there, seen it, and walked away from millions to keep his peace of mind.
What do you want, Shanae?
Oh my goodness. If it isn't Little Miss Attitude, why are you always over here?
Now Dave Chappelle is finally breaking his silence on the wild rumors that Kevin Hart sold his soul for fame. According to Dave, Kevin might have never reached his level of global success if he hadn't agreed to do certain things he once promised himself he'd never do. The claim shook fans because both Dave and Kevin are known for their brilliance in comedy. But they couldn't be more different when it comes to speaking out about Hollywood's darker side. Dave has always kept it real about how the industry tried to control him, from shady contracts to powerful figures who didn't like his independence. Meanwhile, Kevin's known as one of the hardest-working comedians alive, but Dave's hinting that pure hustle doesn't guarantee success in a business built on image and manipulation.
But the minute it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing a dress, I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine, think of something else. Guy comes back 10 minutes later, the whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast?
So, what's the secret behind Kevin's global domination? Dave believes some entertainers are pushed into situations meant to humiliate them in exchange for fame and fortune. Here's where it gets unsettling. There's a long-standing conspiracy that before a black male entertainer can make it, he's asked to wear a dress on screen. And these roles often exaggerate stereotypes about black women in ways that many find offensive and degrading. Whether this theory is true or not, what can't be ignored is how often black male comedians end up in those kinds of roles compared to their white counterparts. That's not coincidence. That's a pattern. Plenty of actors have actually confirmed this pressure, admitting they were told to put on a dress even when it made no sense for the story. And one of those people was Dave Chappelle himself. Remember when he turned down that massive $50 million Comedy Central deal and disappeared to South Africa? Everyone thought he'd lost his mind, tabloids calling him crazy and a drug addict. But the truth was far deeper. When Dave came back and sat down with Oprah, he revealed he didn't walk away from the money. He walked away from the conditions attached to it. He explained he'd seen exactly what happens to entertainers right before they hit that next level of fame, and he wasn't willing to sacrifice his integrity for a bigger paycheck.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like, when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on. And, huh? What? A prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're a writer. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave, listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. Huh. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then, like, the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress.
When Oprah pressed Dave to explain what exactly he was asked to do, he didn't hold back. Dave said the network pushed him to create sketches that were socially irresponsible, scenes designed to make audiences laugh at him, not with him. He could feel something was off, like the jokes weren't meant to be funny, but rather to tear down his character and integrity. That's when he started questioning the real motives behind Hollywood's comedy machine. But Dave didn't stop there. He went even deeper. He spoke about the long-standing rumor that black entertainers are pressured to wear dresses before they can truly make it. And to prove his point, he shared his own story from a movie he filmed with Martin Lawrence. During production, the writer suddenly added a scene where his character was supposed to wear a dress.
As my name and likeness is being used by them in perpetuity throughout the universe. It's in the contract.
When Dave refused, they didn't let it go. Instead, they told him, "Come on, man, all the greats have done it." The pressure didn't stop until Dave stood firm. Later, he found out the producers had prepared 2 different scripts, one with the dress scene and another without, in case he didn't cooperate. That's when Dave realized this wasn't some random idea. It was part of a bigger pattern. He said it's a lesson every comedian and actor needs to learn: to stand your ground and never let fame come at the cost of self-respect. And here's where Kevin Hart's story connects. In 2013, Kevin appeared on Saturday Night Live wearing a dress, even though he'd once said he'd never do that. What makes it even more surprising is that just a year before, while promoting the 5-year engagement, Kevin told Black Tree TV that he agreed with Dave about the importance of setting boundaries and protecting your image. But not long after, he ended up doing exactly what he said he wouldn't.
A great comedian said that, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts, and is that something that, you wouldn't do, for
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. For me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on the talk show this morning.
You look
said
good
no to
doing
that. Not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. At the end of the day, you got to know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So, protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
So when Kevin Hart showed up on Saturday Night Live wearing a dress just a year later, fans were quick to call him out. Many accused him of selling out for fame. It's not like Kevin wasn't already successful, but after that skit, things changed fast. Suddenly, his career exploded in ways it hadn't before, and people started wondering if that moment was his ticket into Hollywood's inner circle. Not long after the SNL appearance, Kevin's name was everywhere. He landed a string of major movie roles, from Get Hard with Will Ferrell to The Wedding Ringer, Central Intelligence, alongside Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Jumanji. He even launched his own production company, Heartbeat Productions, and by 2018, he'd signed a major deal with Nickelodeon. But that same year, another story broke. Kevin publicly admitted to cheating on his wife, Eniku Parrish, while she was pregnant with their son. And yet, instead of his career collapsing, it skyrocketed even higher. Between 2018 and 2022, Kevin appeared in 8 blockbuster films, secured partnerships with Facebook, Peacock, and YouTube, and kept hosting big events, award shows, and national commercials. It was like nothing could stop him, not even scandal. Meanwhile, Dave Chappelle, the man who walked away from $50 million for his principles, got dragged through the mud. The media painted him as unstable, crazy, even paranoid, all because he refused to play their game. It really makes you think. In Hollywood, integrity is treated like weakness, and saying no can destroy your career faster than a scandal ever could. And that's where things take an even darker turn. The question of who controls all this power still lingers. Several comedians, including Katt Williams, have hinted that Hollywood might be run by a secret group pulling the strings behind the scenes. When Katt was asked about Kevin's SNL moment, he didn't sound surprised at all. He said this kind of thing has been happening for years. And Kevin wasn't the first black entertainer asked to wear a dress before, making it big.
At the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we have Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen Medea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
Katt Williams didn't bite his tongue when he talked about why he and Dave Chappelle will never reach the same level of fame as Kevin Hart. He said it straight. They refuse to join the secret society that controls Hollywood from behind.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
According to Katt, the people running the industry aren't just powerful, they're dangerous. He even admitted he had to get stung 1,000,000 times before realizing who he was really up against. When interviewers asked why he allowed the media to drag his name through the mud, Katt made it clear he didn't allow anything. He said that once you start talking about what's really going on in the entertainment world, you don't get to control what happens next. The backlash is automatic. Reputations get ruined, careers take hits, and truth tellers get labeled as crazy. According to him, that's the price you pay for refusing to play their game. Now, whether Kevin Hart's massive success came because he wore that dress is hard to prove. Kevin's undeniably talented and hardworking, but people close to Dave Chappelle say Dave's always been uneasy about Kevin's obsession with success. They claim Kevin's priorities shifted, that he stopped caring about personal boundaries and started chasing approval instead. Fans, though, see something even deeper in all this. Many say the controversy isn't about the dress itself. It's about how far someone's willing to go for money and fame. One fan wrote, "The dress isn't what's humiliating. It's crossing your own line just to please Hollywood." That sentiment spread fast online, with others agreeing that the real loss isn't reputation, it's self-respect. Some fans even said they miss the old Kevin, the one who stood on principles and wasn't afraid to say no. "I hope he finds that strength again," one fan commented. Being a man isn't about chasing fame, it's about standing firm in who you are no matter the cost. So what's your take on all this? Do you think there's truth behind these claims? Or is it all just hype? Let us know what you think down in the comments. Thanks for watching and hanging out with us here on Star Watch. Make sure to like, share, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button for more jaw-dropping celebrity stories and exclusive updates. There's plenty more drama waiting for you on our channel. Go check it out. Until next time, stay sharp and see you soon. See you.